Mr. Harris was the kind of teacher everyone respected. He wasn't strict, but he had a way of making students listen. His words always carried weight, and his lessons stayed with them long after they left his classroom. One afternoon, as the school year neared its end, he stood before his graduating class. Instead of his usual lecture, he placed a glass jar on the desk and filled it with large rocks. "Is the jar full?" he asked. The students nodded. Smiling, he grabbed a handful of pebbles and poured them in. They filled the spaces between the rocks. "Now, is it full?" Some hesitated, but most still nodded. Without a word, he picked up a cup of sand and let it slide into the jar, filling every tiny gap. Then he poured water over it until the jar was truly full. The students laughed, realizing their mistake. "This jar," Mr. Harris said, "is your life. The big rocks are the important things. Family, health, purpose. The pebbles are your career and achievements. The sand and water. The little things, distractions, worries, and minor details." He paused, looking at each of them. "If you fill your life with small things first, there's no room for what truly matters. But if you focus on the big things, everything else will find its place." Silence filled the room. Some students nodded thoughtfully. Others looked away, deep in reflection. Years later, one of his students, now a successful entrepreneur, stood in his office, staring at a full schedule, deadlines, emails, meetings. His days were packed, but something felt empty. Then he remembered the jar. That evening he called his parents. He spent time with his children, laughing and playing instead of answering emails. For the first time in years, he felt like his life was full, not just busy. Because sometimes, the most valuable lessons aren't found in textbooks. They come from those who teach us how to live.